All right, we're going to go over the jobs report. It's Friday, and then we're going to also go over our latest jobs and job openings that we have at Tire Talent and Talent Traction. So this report comes out every month once the month is completed to review the month prior, and generally comes out at 8:30 a.m. So I just read through it a few times. So no real big surprises in this one. Just a Cliff Notes version. The unemployment rate stays at 4.2%. We currently have 7.2 million folks that are unemployed. And remember, unemployed individuals are out of work, but they're still actively looking. That's how the BLS calculates it. And eventually they drop out of unemployed and out of the labor force. So since it was better than expected, I don't think we'll see much happening in terms of markets and whatnot. But we know that many industrial segments are a bit slower due to tariffs and whatnot around hiring and the uncertainty. Going to switch my screen now to our job board. So if you're a candidate looking in today's market, we know it's a bit tougher than years previous. My name is Mike Chaffee. I'm the founder of Tire Talent Talent Traction. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. You could private message me or direct message me on my LinkedIn, and I'd be happy to connect you with one of our internal recruiters if you are on the market and you're not currently working with us. So the first role that I want to go over is we actually have a sales director position. If you're on the East Coast or the South Central region of the United States, this position reports directly to the senior vice president of sales. Obviously, you really need to already be from the tire industry, rubber industry, and have a lot of experience in selling specifically PLT or passenger light truck tires. You're going to be leading initiatives, and this is a very high level position. I think the deal killers for this role are you need to have at least 10, if not 20 years, or basically a seasoned veteran in the space, selling direct containers, and really knowing the tier two, three, four market very well. And the base for this role is 130 to 150K, so probably more in line with a director role throughout the U.S. And if you're interested in this position, feel free to reach out to Irina and ask her about the role, or you could apply now directly on our website. And that's talenttraction.org or tiretalent.com. Go to the next role. I'll run through these without clicking on them. We have numerous international based roles in Dubai, LATAM, and now we'll jump into California. So this role is great if you know someone or one of your kids just graduated college not too long ago and they want to enter the tire industry, but they really need to have proven sales experience and willing to travel. So you're on the road. If you're in the tire industry, most likely you're a road warrior. So this has 90% travel, extensive overnights, etc. So if they were on a sports team, if they're coming back from a military and they are now going back into the U.S. workforce and leaving the military, you really need to have experience in travel because travel sounds great and cool with a company credit card until you actually do it. So we need to make sure that the person that we're recommending for this position actually has experience do it. It's a great way to break into the tire industry. It's a super exciting role again for a recent college grad with again a lot of collegiate experience traveling the country or military, etc. Now, I think the ideal candidate profile. So, if we had to say the perfect background, it's really someone that's already demonstrated some experience in this position um, for an automotive type sales company. So they've supported a territory in some way. They know the automotive very well, and they've covered some sort of or assisted in some sort of territory. That would be the ideal candidate. This is a 60 to 70K base role where you will be traveling heavily in this role. So again, if you have a son, a daughter, a friend, someone that's a bit more junior looking to break into the to our industry, I think this would be a phenomenal experience. However, they really need to have the some sort of sales background, and they also need to have some sort of proven experience to have the grit of traveling. And if you're interested in this position, feel free to reach out to Mariana. I just want to make sure I didn't skip a roll. If you're in Ohio, we have this specialist marketing position. Again, if you know someone looking, not going to spend too much time on this role because most of you watching are probably a bit more experienced. Sarah would be the one to reach out for on more info on this marketing specialist position. If you're based in Australia and you're looking for a new sales management position, and you just so happen to be watching this, we also have a role, Dubai, Latam, Cali. All right, here's a new role. So this is a regional sales manager, Midwest position. So this is a pretty old company with over 50 years in specializing rubber and injection molding for global industries. They are a lean and mean manufacturer. So the territory for this position is basically the upper Midwest region, some south, some a bit more west. And it's heavy travel, as we know. 70 to 80% of this role is travel. The experience is very specific. So again, our clients hire us um, not to run job ads, right? They're looking for very specific backgrounds for these roles. So these are all must-haves. So technical experience in rubber and plastics and injection molding or compression molding, strong sales experience. So really, you're able to walk on the floor of a plant and also have experience in terms of presenting to C-suite. Candidates with strong rubber processing experience, engineering, rubber molding, tooling, design will also be considered as well. Even if you have a high level plastics, polymer background and have a technical background looking for a new role based in the region that I mentioned above, this may be of interest to you. The salary is 100K ish range for this uh, background. And again, pretty good perks, company vehicle, expense account, company credit card, 401K, etc. And if you're interested or know someone, please reach out to Irina on our team. So we did start recruiting for some tire technician roles, more than what we generally do. Our firm is actually down 48% year to date when we ran the numbers, May year to date versus May year to date last year in terms of new job openings. So this allows our team to take a breath, reevaluate, and see if we can come up with new tactics to really recruit for these tire technician positions. So if you just so happen to be a hiring manager listening to this, we do have a program that we could send you on how we hire tire technicians, and we're currently hiring for one out of Chicago. Now we move on to the OTR segments. We're looking for someone in North Dakota, South Dakota, uh, 80% travel. So if let's say you left the area and you want to come back home, maybe because you were working there, relo is available for this position. And we're looking for someone with 3+ years experience in outside sales, specifically within the OTR segment. Again, heavy travel, 80, 70, 80%. And they're really looking for someone that could go the extra mile, 100 up to a salary up to 100K with bonus. And if you're interested in this role, feel free to reach out to Irina. We're also looking for an OTR or commercial tech for Missouri. I don't think I went over this role yet. This is an OTR regional sales manager role, and this is for the West. So the ideal candidate will be based and travel throughout the West Coast. And this is actually for a manufacturer that specializes in TBR and OTR. So we're really looking for someone that has already this experience from the OTR segment, ag, etc. And they will support for the right player, guaranteed comp for the first year, 120 to 150 overall OTE, depending on your background, book of business that you could bring, etc. And if you're interested, please contact Irina. Here's another regional sales manager position. This is for similar company commercial, all OTR, industrial tires, very strong presence, great brand, similar type comp as the one I mentioned before. And this is the region. Um, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas. We have an OE sales manager position. So if you're on the OE, this is a very specific role. If you have OE experience and you're willing to relocate to Georgia, this role may be for you. Comp all the way up to 175K. Mariana on our team is the lead recruiting it. Um, Relo is available for the right person. So really, must have 5 years OE sales experience in the tire industry or relevant position. Strong negotiation, communication, and analytical skills. 150 to 175. We are looking for a regional sales manager of ag in the Northeast. If you're located in the Northeast, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Maryland, Delaware, Connecticut, you know someone in the ag, heavy travel, of course, we have a role open for you. Again, talenttraction.org or tiretalent.com to take a look at all of our open positions. This is a production development supervisor in one of the plants in Tennessee. And we're looking for someone with an engineering background, already experienced within manufacturing in terms of mixing, components, tire building, curing, and quality standards. You have proven experience in lean methodology, Six Sigma. You could do statistical analysis, etc. Just really have background in this type of production development. And the comp range is 100 to 115K. Looks like we're hiring actually for a few different positions. So the mixing department, 80 to 90K, components, 100 to 115, and curing and finishing, 90 to 110. There's also an incentive plan, and it's a really exciting company to work for. share one more role, then we'll go back and look at the latest job reports, see what the websites are saying, and then we'll call it a day. Let's share this one as our final one. Las Vegas. Head of this reports to head of operations, Cali, Arizona, Nevada. We're looking for a territory sales manager of OTR tires, range 100 to 120K base. 5 plus years. You have to be from the OTR background, and if you're interested in this role, please feel free to reach out to Irina. All right, let's share the job report again, and then we'll end the stream. So this is straight from CNBC. So payrolls increased 139K in May, more than expected. So we got a soft ADP report on Wednesday that it was the lowest jobs increase in the past 2 years. Now we get a little bit of a conflicting report for again, it's month by month, right? So it's really small data points to look at. But I know we're looking for something to show the economy is really slowing right now, in terms of what we're seeing from a macroeconomic standpoint. So month job creation in the U.S. You could see um, year over year. Unemployment rate is 4.2%. Wage growth is slowing. Um, I think the other piece is from an unemployment rate standpoint, there's 7.2 million that are currently unemployed, and we have a job openings of around, I think, just around 7 million. So there's a lot of job openings and a lot of unemployed individuals, and there's some sort of delta or skills match misalignment that's going on. So if you're a candidate in today's market looking, specifically in our industry, it's definitely a more challenging time than it's been. That's the theme that I've been talking about over the past month. It's been more challenging if you're a candidate looking today versus last year. So, what can you do if you're a candidate looking in today's market to really separate yourself? And recorded a video last week with Todd Pickens. Take a look at it if you haven't already. But to me, really, it's all about your personal network, right? So if you're already leveraging a recruiter and applying to jobs, what else can you do? It's going down your LinkedIn, it's going down throughout your cell phone and seeing, okay, who am I 1 degree separation from that this person can make me an intro to this specific company. So it's less about the volume and it's more about the strategic um, sniper or surgical approach to your um, job applications, if you will. So if make a list of, let's say, 10 companies per day or 5 companies per day that are companies that you actually want to work for, and then handpick individuals within these companies and figure out different ways to add value to them and strike up conversations. A lot of times that there's headcount that's coming up or is not even really there, and good people just get hired. And we're in a time right now where companies are uncertain of what's going on. So everyone's doing a little bit more with less. But if you're a strong individual, uh, there's generally always conversations that are willing to be had. And then I like to say you will be on deck, meaning when that VP of sales does open up headcount later in Q2 or Q3 or the end of the year, you're going to be on that list um, to call. Another way to get conversations, if you're a more junior candidate, you're currently unemployed, you're looking for a position, you could reach out to more senior people and say, hey, I really love ABC company and your growth trajectory. Do you have 10, 15 minutes where we could hop on a quick call and I could learn more about you and how you got to the position where you are today? People generally love to speak about themselves. And once they've reached a certain level, they're more than happy to help other individuals that take that certain approach because they're probably not getting a lot of people that are doing that, right? So if you pick 10 people to reach out to with that strategy, even if they're local for a cup of coffee, "Hey, Joe, I love your career progression and how long you are at ABC Company. Would love to buy you a cup of coffee sometime next week and learn more about your career and how you got where you are today. It's my goal to um, follow along the same sort of career that you have, and just want to understand the steps that you took to get there and get some career advice." And then what you do is you go to that meeting very prepared, or you come to the 10, 15-minute phone call very prepared. Who else are they connected to that you could ask for introductions? Ask about their own internal team, what they're looking for, what it takes to succeed on that team, and doing your homework. These are the unconventional methods that it takes to get a job in a downtime like we're going through right now in the industrial side. So if you're a candidate and you want to chat more with me on that type of approach, I'm more than happy to give back some of my time and certainly do that. Even if we can't send you to any one of our clients, I'm more than happy to hop on a quick discussion as I'm in the office this morning. So thank you so much, everyone, and hope you have a great weekend.